What happens in 30 seconds? You could boil a cup of water or send a quick text. But according to Texas prosecutors, 30 seconds was all it took for Christopher Preciado to wipe out an entire family. Savanah Soto was 18 years old and 9 months pregnant, scheduled to be induced the very next morning. But instead of a hospital room, she and her boyfriend, Matthew Guerra, ended up in a cold parking lot, victims of what the state is calling a calculated 30-second execution. The trial, which just wrapped its first week in March 2026, has centered on a single, terrifying question. Was this self-defense or a cold-blooded hunt? Preciado claims Matthew pulled a gun on him during a drug deal and that the weapon went off during a struggle. However, the evidence in the courtroom tells a different story. Police found no weapon in the car. What they did find was a gruesome scene where Savanah was shot in the passenger seat and Matthew was found in the back. Detectives testified that Matthew didn't die in that back seat. He was dragged there, leaving tire-like drag marks on his back. The most damning footage shown to the jury this week wasn't the shooting itself, but what happened right before. Surveillance cameras captured Matthew walking out of his apartment just hours before the murders. He was wearing flashy gold and diamond rings, pieces worth thousands. When his body was recovered, those rings were gone. Prosecutors say Preciado didn't just kill them, he looted them. They argue he timed the hit perfectly, completing the robbery and the double homicide in less than a minute before fleeing the scene. But just when the prosecution thought they had a slam dunk, a bombshell hit the stand on Friday. A DNA expert revealed that after processing the entire car, not a single trace of Christopher Preciado's DNA was found inside. No hair, no skin cells, nothing. The defense is leaning hard into this, asking the jury how someone could commit a violent struggle inside a cramped car without leaving a single microscopic trace behind. As the trial heads into its second week this Monday, San Antonio remains on edge. Is the GPS data showing Preciado's father's truck at the scene enough to convict, or will the lack of DNA be the reasonable doubt that sets him free? The stakes couldn't be higher, with a father now served $1 million lawsuit in the middle of the court lunch break and a family still waiting for justice for their daughter, her boyfriend, and a baby named Fabian who never got the chance to take his first breath.